Hello, this is Arielle Biscayart with FIP Realty, a real estate brokerage firm in South Florida. I want to say hello to all the people I know and welcome to the others. I hope you are well and safe during these very strange times, and I hope we can together create some opportunities for reinvention during this pandemic. I wanted to give you some recent statistics about the South Florida real estate market. For example, over the last month, the industrial market, the number of warehouses sold in the Fort Lauderdale area, Broward County, 10 warehouses sold over the last month. And in Miami-Dade, the Miami area, 6. The multifamily buildings, rental income properties, in the Fort Lauderdale area, 18 properties sold over the last month and 10 in the Miami area. So transactions are happening. And even in residential real estate, the numbers are much more significant. Over the last 7 days only, the condominium apartment market in the Broward County area, Fort Lauderdale region, 149 apartments sold over the last 7 days. And in the Miami area, 144. With single family homes or houses in Broward County, 301 houses sold in 1 week, the last week. It's actually the last week, meaning, just the last week ending on June the 17th. And Miami-Dade County, 260 houses sold. So the market is still very active. Of course, there's a little bit more negotiation on the prices, more flexibility. We do more virtual showings, virtual open houses. We find ways for buyers and landlords to come and see properties, if possible, empty. And there are like different changes that we can speak about if you want to reach out to me, and which are interesting. On the residential market, there's the COVID-19 rider that has been added to the residential sales contract. So valid for the existing contracts and future contracts, which allows buyer or seller to withdraw from the contract and their obligations if anyone is suffering as a consequence, major consequence of COVID-19. And until recently, there was only an act of God force majeure clause in the residential contracts, which would only protect in case of natural disaster, like lighting, fire, or hurricane. And there's also in residential and commercial real estate, the evictions. There was a ban in the state of Florida, ban on evictions, no eviction possible of tenants until July the 1st. So the ban is supposed to be lifted on July the 1st. Then when it comes to commercial real estate, obviously, this is no surprise that the multifamily building market and the retail market are suffering. There's a lot of stores, fashion, food and beverage, any kind of stores, independent retailers, or even big chains that are hurting financially, closing or finding ways to survive. So this is the time for all of us, no matter what the industry, to reinvent ourselves, find a way to collaborate with our partners, with the landlords, with the sellers, with the owners, to find solutions. So a lot of these industries and these stores are trying to find ways to redesign their spaces and find, different ways to adjust their leases or the way they do business. And when it comes to the industrial market, the warehouses, that's a market that I also work on, which seems to be doing pretty well. And according to the data and the recent analytics, by CoStar database, this market might be booming after the pandemic due to the very sharp rise in e-commerce over the last 3-4 months, and also due to a potential increase in reorganization of the manufacturing and production from Asia or Middle East to America. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out. You can email me, Arielle at FIPcommercial.com, or you can follow me or reach out to me on Instagram, Arielle Biscayart. I hope to hear from you soon, and hopefully we'll meet again in person without a mask, or maybe with a mask soon.